In this video, we're going to look at IP addressing on the internet and how DNS servers are used in the process. First, let's recap what we mean by an IP address. When you post a letter, you need a unique address to send it to. No two houses will have the same house number and postcode combination. Similarly, when a computer sends out packets of data, they need a unique address to go to. We call this the IP address. IP addresses are just 32-bit numbers. To make them easier to read, we represent them with 4 8-bit numbers, each in decimal between 0 and 255, separated by dots. For example, 82.34.228.63. Websites are stored on servers. To ensure we can always find these servers, their IP address needs to stay the same. We call this a static IP address. When you're using your computer on your home network, it doesn't matter if the address occasionally changes. This is a dynamic IP address. When we want to access a web page, the browser needs to know the IP address of the server on which the web page is hosted. If, for example, I type the following IP address into my browser, 212.58.251.195, it will take me to the BBC website. Of course, having to remember IP addresses for websites is not convenient. Fortunately, we don't have to. Instead, we use domain names. Domain names are what we call the main part of website addresses. For example, cambridgegccomputing.org.uk. In this example, UK is a top-level domain. In this case, it tells us the country the domain belongs to. Note that doesn't mean the server with the website on has to be in this country. The org part in this address, the second-level domain, denoting in this case an organisation. Cambridge GCC Computing is a lower-level domain still. As we work from right to left, we get more and more specific information about the domain. So how does the computer know which domain name matches the IP address? To do this, we use Domain Name System, or DNS for short. The individual servers that make up this worldwide system are called name servers. A server is what we call a computer that provides a service. When a DNS server is given a domain name, it looks it up in its database. If it is in there, it will find which IP address it matches. If the name server doesn't know the IP address, it passes it on to another name server. This can be passed on several times if necessary, going to the authoritative server for that site. The authoritative server is one set by the person who owns the site and is the most reliable answer. Once the IP address has been found, it can be sent back to the browser so it knows where it has to request the site.